Welcome back to the UCF pregame show. We'll be taking on Colorado, currently 4-1. 2-0 is kind of so weird season because of the schedule. I played the week 0. I guess lucky after that. Yeah, because then I had a bye. I'm sorry, week 1. Week 1, a bye.
In the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the UCF Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
UCF has a unique stadium, the Acrisure Bounce House. Florida tries to get this going loud and proud in Orlando. It opened in 2007. Nearly 50,000 fans pack it in to make sure that is loud and crazy for the Golden Knights. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And he's coming out of the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. To the big fella. On the move at the 30. Turning on the Jets. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. The Buffaloes in the hurry up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown!
That's a shit steal.
Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
It's so nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So UCF's offense coming on the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
There's some room. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job.
There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Knights with the 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. With the catch, it's Farmer. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in with one hand.
I bet you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Bringing the heat. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Knights! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about his running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll open with the read option to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start might prove to be really costly, as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. This offense has it with really good field position. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run out of the gun with Watson. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of down.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Watson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Big guy smells it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that.
Touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Makes the grab. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The earth is shaking. Bounce house living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Gibson. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And how about the bounce back for this QB? He's already got more passing yards right now than he had all last game. Nice job not getting down, not getting negative, not letting one bad game turn.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Smashes ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now... Five receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll try to do it himself. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He'll throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. He's got it. Touchdown, Colorado. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This drive will open from the 15. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Watkins. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Got a little grass. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The running back has it. They'll stop play momentarily for the injured Buff. That's the sophomore safety that the trainers are taking a look at. We'll let you know how he's doing as soon as we find out. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So after the big run, they tried to hit him with a pass. Would you have gone back to the run there?
I think now, yeah. Of course, now looking back, I'm going to go, yeah, I should have run after taking the sack.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
Makes the catch. It's Gibson. Lots of running room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
And, man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Farmer. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Knights come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Quick handoff. Maybe some room here. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Looking for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete to the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Touchdown, Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal man who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They want to run it left here.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this up.
There's a crease. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Buffaloes have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Buffaloes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got a man. It's Clinton. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Buffaloes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the single back. Makes it past the marker. There's a little room there. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT.
Bringing it back. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Colorado. He would not be denied. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Got room to work. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Quickly complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Complete to the left. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Here's the pressure to the 10. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Not likely to rally with field goals in this situation, so they'll go for it. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now the Knights will call their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Makes the grab. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Turning it on. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
The textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Georgia in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Sooners on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
The Knights head coach told me at the half, his quarterback has to improve. Those first half turnovers are the story of the game. Because they have run the ball somewhat successfully, I do expect them to go more to the ground game here in the second half and let their quarterback get his composure and stop turning over the ball. Guys?
Holly, thank you. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They give to the right with Watson. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Finding some room. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Bucks. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Knights moving quickly to the line. Back to pass on second down. He lost one down the sideline. He's got it way down the field. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Knights look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. Back to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it along the sideline. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Charles. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Knights want to move quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Under fire. And down he goes. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Avoids the pressure and gets away. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Why not get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bounce it off that right upright and through. And now the lead is extended a little further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Makes the grab over the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They'll stop playing momentarily for the injured Buff. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for a big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. A first down run on the doorstep. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! A great catch and run for 6. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Grab near the marker. It's Watkins. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Makes the catch. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
The Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to Watson. Inside the 35. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Safe completion on the screen. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Didn't even reach double digits on the scoreboard last week. They were challenged, and so far, much improved in this one. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game.
Makes a grab for a big play. The Knights want to crank the tempo. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is...